Hello everybody, welcome to AC Milan TV News. My name is Bruno, and unfortunately we got a draw against Lecce. It feels more like a defeat, to be honest, because we played very well in the first half and the second half. We had a lot of possession, we created a lot of chances. I like the style of play that we played today. It was very fast-paced, we pressured. The intent was there to score goals, we got shots on target, and it was the most shots on target we had the whole season. What a surprise that Pioli is not there. We get the most shots on target. The one downfall is that we still cannot finish games off, which like in the first half we should have been winning like 3 or 4-0. Leon missed a few chances. Shanogo missed a few chances as well. Suso, we really were pressing them. So it feels like a defeat. And points like this, we should not be dropping against Lecce. Udinese, Hellas Verona's, those points are very precious. We need to get 3 points out of those games, because when we play Juventus, Inter, Napoli, we're gonna have a lot of problems, and those games are not guaranteed that we're gonna win or even draw. So we gotta win against the lower side teams. Unfortunately, we got a draw today, and for Pioli, he did better. Like I said, he did better than Gianpaolo. But that's not really hard because Gianpaolo played such a negative style of football. He played side to side, back, never going forward. Pioli totally reversed that. I thought he did very well with the positioning of players. I know in the beginning of the game they said we're going to be playing a 4-3-3 formation, but I don't know about you guys, but I think he played actually a 4-2-3-1 because Cassie was playing very closely to Biglia as a CDM. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but for me, that's what he was playing. And I like that because Cassiet is not very good going forward. I like Cassiet as a holding midfielder. He has the stamina, he's strong. That's what he should be playing. He's not very creative, and he loses a lot of balls in the final third. So if Cassiet doesn't go to the final third, I'll be very happy with that. His shots are terrible. I never see him even hit the target. So I'm hoping that is the case, that he wants to play Cassier there, because I would approve there. I think that is a position that he should be playing. Now, Benassi should be playing over Biglia, because Biglia, after 60 minutes, he just can't do it anymore. He just gets tired. He's old. He's not old, but older. He just gets tired. He can't do it, dude. And he got the yellow card. He's committing fouls everywhere. He was just not good enough. So I hope to Benassi next game against Roma instead of Biglia. I think that'll be a better choice. And I'm not blaming the manager too much here, because it's his first game. He only had so much time to work with his players. Some of those players were international break. He really didn't have all the arsenal under him, for 2 weeks. So I'm going to give him time. I'm going to try to be positive with him, because he did prove it to me that he wants to play something else. He doesn't want to play like Gianpaolo. It's unfortunate we got a draw, but it's his first game, so we're going to have to give him a pass. I'm not sure what's going on with Conte. Conte had a terrible game. And I think that the first thing we got to do going to the winter transfer market is buy a right back, because Calabria is doing awful as well. Conte, honestly, I don't know what happened to Conte, because Conte came to AC Milan with such a big reputation of scoring goals, assisting, crossing, being fast, moving back and forth. He's just not. I think after the injuries, he just lost it, man. And it would be probably better for him to be moving on in the winter or in the summer. I think he just lost his chance, because he was already a second fiddle for Calabria. He had his chance today. We had a new manager. He could have proved himself, but he played a terrible game. And honestly, if Calabria is fit, I don't think he's ever going to start again. But even Calabria is not that good. So we got to go get somebody else in the winter. I think that is an area that we're very, very weak. Especially Musacchio is right next to them. Musacchio is not very good. So hopefully Caldara can come back and we can get a right back that can be a little bit more like Theo Hernandez on the left side. Because Theo Hernandez is something else, man. He was a very good player. He likes to move the ball forward fast. He creates so much. So we need somebody else on the right side that can do the same as Theo Hernandez. And today was proof of that, because Calabria wasn't doing it for that last 7 weeks. He got 2 red cards already, and Conte definitely is not doing it. So we got to go get somebody else. Also, the way he played Çalhanoğlu was excellent. Çalhanoğlu had an amazing, I don't know what happened to Çalhanoğlu, man. He had an amazing game. I think this is the best game he had since he joined AC Milan. He did fantastic today. And my concern with him is that he is very... Çalhanoğlu is not very consistent. He's not consistent. So I'm hoping that he's playing like that every week. Every week he should be playing like that. He was excellent today. Assists, goals, his shooting was on par. Man, he almost scored the first goal. The first shot that he had, it went right over the crossbar. It was excellent. The volley towards the end of the game, excellent. He's receiving the ball all the time, always on the ball, always won the ball. Him and Paquetá next to each other, playing amazing together. Suso, not so much, but those two should be playing all the time. If Çalhanoğlu plays like this, and I criticized Çalhanoğlu so much this season because he's being lazy, not creative. But today, if he plays like this under Pioli all the time, I want Çalhanoğlu to start every week because he did amazing today. So let's talk about the player ratings. Let's start with Donnarumma because he really didn't do too much wrong here. He played very well, actually, coming out of the goal, playing as a defender. He saved a penalty kick, but unfortunately fell back to the forward. I gave him a 7. He really didn't do much wrong. Very good player. He said the second goal really wasn't his fault. He couldn't do anything about that. So I give him a 7. Theo Hernandez, if Çalhanoğlu didn't have this amazing game, Theo Hernandez would be man of the match because he was receiving the ball so much. The left side, if you rewatch AC Milan play today, you'll see that every single ball was going through the left side of the field. It was all Çalhanoğlu, Paquetá, and Theo Hernandez. So he was excellent today. Going forward, pressing. I just like how he was playing. So I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Romagnoli, very good defending, like always. Never really had any problems. Give him a 7. Musacchio, I feel like the second goal was partially his fault because he didn't close the defender, the forward fast enough. He let the guy have the shot out. So I'm going to give him a 5, which is average. Conte, just awful. Awful. His crossing in the first half was, I don't know what the hell he was going for. Penalty kick missed the ball, hit his hand. Even his throwing was terrible. He's throwing to the opponent. I give him a 3, and that's generous. To be honest, it's generous because he's not very good. Now moving on, let's say Kessié. I think this position is much better for him if he's going to play as a second CDM next to Biglia or Benazir. I think that suits him. I'll give him an average 5 as well. He's still not very good. He's still not creative, but he was just average. Biglia, I give him a 4. After 60 minutes, he disappeared and caused us too much problems. Wasn't closing in the opponents too much after a while. In the beginning of the game, he was doing pretty good, but towards the end, I don't know. He's just older, so it's kind of hard to keep him for the full 90 minutes on the field. Suso, I think he was average to below average. I'll give him a 4. He had a couple of shots on target, but that's about it. He's just... He has to be sitting on the bench, man. He should not be starting games for a little bit. At least, sit him for a little bit. Let Leon play in that position. Let him try it out. Yeah, I'm really disappointed with Suso so far this season. He's not being very good. So I'm giving him a 4. Paquetá, I think he did some nice skills in the midfield. Didn't create too much. I think it was more an average game for Paquetá, so I'm giving him a 5. Çalhanoğlu, man of the match. The left shot that he had in the beginning of the game, almost scored, top 90. The volley from outside the box, almost scoring on the bottom corner. He scored a goal, assist goal. He has to get a 9 today. He was everywhere. I think he lost the ball twice, but he was amazing, and hopefully he keeps going like this. It's going to be, I doubt it, because the way he's been playing is being bad, and today he just had an amazing game. Hopefully he keeps going. So I'll give him a 9. Man of the match. Leão. For Leão, very difficult game to judge him because he is moving. The way he moves is he's very intelligent when he moves. He creates space for himself. We see his intent. We see how he goes forward and he presses and he wants to score. But I think De Leon is a little bit too young, and I think he should not be playing as a lone number 9. It's too much pressure for him. I really don't blame him for us not winning this game. He should have scored at least one of those goals that he missed, but he's trying. You can tell that he's trying, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to give him an average score because I think he did some good and some bad. So I'm going to give him a 5. Now, for the subs, Gustavo Piontek scored the second goal. Came in, score, really didn't do anything else. I'll give him a 6. Krunic actually surprised me. During preseason, I thought he was terrible. Coming in today, I like the way he played. He was connecting well with the midfield. He was connecting well with the forwards. He's creating stuff. And you can see he wasn't super nervous this game. I actually liked what I saw. So I'm going to give him a 6. And then Rebic, oh man. He was terrible. He was terrible. And I don't want to say that because it's brand new, but he was awful. He came in. I was very excited that he came in. I thought something was going to happen when he came in. He has something to prove. I know he's very pacey, but he was just bad, man. He didn't do anything. He lost the ball so many times. His passes was off. I know he's rusty, but I just didn't like what I saw. So I'm going to give him a 3. If Conte wasn't... I know he only played for like 15 minutes, but the 15 minutes he played, he was terrible. For Conte, like I said, if Conte wasn't there, I think Rebic would be the worst player on the field. Now for Pioli, as a first game, I give him a 7. I think his selections, for the most part, was very good. Some question marks on the field, like Musacchio and Biglia, and maybe Suso. But for the rest, I like what he did with Çalhanoğlu and Paquetá. I also like where he put Cassier. Leon, I think Leon should be playing where Suso is. But other than that, Conte, he really didn't have a choice. Calabria had a red card. Other than that, he did very good. I like this how he's playing, and hopefully continues like that and learns from this game. But that's all I have for you guys today. Please comment in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe, and please share the video because it does help. I'll see you guys later. Bye.